I want to click on it already from these outfits.
Let us know when we're rolling.
You want me to be Pinoy?
I'm gonna try not to laugh.
I can be Pinoy if you want me to.
That'd be great.
Because,
Hello, everyone. We're Stillwell. I'm Q.
Wuv
Fieldy. Yo. Hey.
How's it?
Today, we're going to talk about our video and our experiences with the song and video Can't Stop Now. So I'm going to open it up with how the story began, how the song began, and all that. You guys are cool with that?
I would love to learn about it.
Okay.
Is this a teachable moment?
This
is more of like, this is like probably a factoid that Wuv didn't really know. I know I told you because you saw me go through the process. So a few years back, I was jamming with a couple of guys out of Long Island. Peter, surprisingly, one of them was Peter. John and Tommy.
And Peter's right there.
Peter.
That's it, homie?
So that's the first time we hear
Yeah,
Peter in this
homie.
story. This story is pretty interesting. We'll get to the second Peter in a second. And they were really good guys, and ended up writing a couple of demos with them. And by the time I moved out here, I knew lyrically I wanted to use what I had worked with those guys. Shout outs to them, props to them. So the first song that I picked from that batch was Can't Stop Now. And
I remember when you played it for me, but
it was really muddy because
Yeah.
it was a muddy demo. But
Yeah.
then I told you, don't listen to the demo. Let's just listen to the vocals and build around it.
Yeah.
And we approached this one really differently because we started with a synth and electronic drums.
Yeah.
But more on a EDM tip, using different sounds. And we used the guitar, but we ran it through a couple of effects processors.
I guess it gave it the vibe, you know?
Yeah.
They just
So
felt sorry for me and let me play drums on it. That's
Nah.
But to create a song like
you were building like 17 buildings in San Diego, and
but you know what,
we didn't want to interrupt you.
we try everything, but you played the electronic drums on what song?
He played on the new Q Unique album
That's
on a
right.
song called Thank You.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Actually, I love that the song has electronic drums in the beginning. It's different because I never did songs that had like that type of intro before. So as soon as I heard it, I actually told you, I'm like, this is sick.
It was our
You know what I mean?
our most ambitious.
You get into ambition.
It was a very ambitious song to do. I mean, we were more ambitious back in the day, but we made a mess of things when we were ambitious.
We have a
well,
song
at
called
least
that.
it's organized. I mean, I know that bass effect on there. I don't know what pedal we used on that. I can't remember.
You know, that's the thing I was thinking about, that we use a lot of effects and things, but we don't write these things down. So,
Yeah.
when we do it live, we're just going to have to fish around and get as close to the sound we get as possible.
So those are one-of-a-kind effects. So we can maybe they're NFTs.
Right.
Exactly.
NFT effects.
Grab those, man, because those effects don't exist anymore because we don't have them documented.
You can take a picture of it, homie, when you're doing
I
that.
know, I failed.
on,
I
that
failed
gay.
tremendously. I know, right? I don't have to write it down like I'm
One
some
of a
old
kind.
dude, right?
Simon.
So we ended up like really creating around these vocals, and it was exciting because it's on this album, to me, and I told this to Wuv, it's the most dynamic song we've ever done. There's so much going on, but we were able to make it cohesive, which was a dope thing to arrive to, because sometimes you could get a bunch of pieces of different influences and it ends up looking like or sounding like a mess, and we were happy
Sounds like
enough.
you're trying too hard or something.
Right, and this one actually happened. And one of my favorite parts of the song is the bridge, because I was taking a page out of the Mars Volta playbook, because they tend to do a lot of bilingual stuff when they sing. And so on the bridge, I let me show you.
Simon, homie.
Oh, that's right. I remember you were.
So if when you watch the video, you're gonna see me holding up this guitar, and right here it says "Non posso fermar." Excuse me, my Italian is a little sloppy. Fermarmi ora, which means I can't stop now. The name of the song, and I knew I wanted to say it in Italian. I'm half Italian, and it was exciting to do. And I didn't want to write on my guitar, so I chickened out and put it on two strips of.
You couldn't commit, huh?
I couldn't commit. And I did like a little Italian flag, and I taped that on there as well. Shout outs to my DeVita family. And
I thought it was a Mexican flag.
I'm
I'm Italian too.
See? Shame on you. I know.
Colors
Your noni
are
made
flop.
me pancakes once. I went to
She
visit.
makes Italian pancakes.
Oh, that was so dope, man. It
That's all
was
she does.
so
with dog.
dope.
She gets down, homie.
Now I want to talk about Fieldy. He was like the before we get into getting to the set and all of that. Fieldy has become like our.
What was that? I was at Marshall's.
Your fashion consult. You're the fashion consultant of the band.
Yes.
You pick out all of these.
Bloomingdale's.
What do you, why do you- what made you this
Macy's.
time around want to coordinate outfits and things like? Was there an inspiration or anything like?
I mean, I think like we were just talking about it. Like we started. I don't know. I think it can't. You know what happened? It started where my son, he's out. Dad, can you take me to this place? And I walked in. And I seen these weird outfits, right? And I remember I.
What place
screenshotted-
was it?
And I screenshotted you guys. It was called it was called Spaced Out. And I walked in these weird outfits everywhere. And I was like, what is this place? And I saw those jackets or whatever you're gonna call them that we're wearing in the video. And I was like, screenshot it to you, and you're like, those are sick or whatever.
It was the motorcycle jackets. Was it?
You had to give it away. I was trying to keep it a mystery. Now you tell everybody it's a motorcycle jacket.
Well, they're
Can
gonna
we get
see
a
the video-
sponsorship?
they're
Those
gonna
things
see
were
the-
expensive, man.
They're gonna see the video by now. This is the after effect.
Yeah, but you still don't. You never. Now whatever. Then maybe we'll get a sponsorship.
I'll bleep it out. So when I talk, it'll go beep.
No. Hey, sure you will.
Sure. Shout outs to Shure Microphones.
You're gonna, homie.
Shout out.
Ryan, what's up, Ryan?
Ryan just came through, blessed us, and he's the man.
That's why we're talking into these beautiful dogs right now.
So you came up with 2 different outfits, which was a step up from when we were doing Supernatural Miracle, where we were just like pretty much T-shirting and going through the motions of shooting videos last time.
Yeah, and I think when we got the outfits together, then we saw the room, that room with the red in it, and it kind of went. So everything started going red. We're like to a point where. Where'd you find that red microphone? Like Guitar Center?
No. I found it on Amazon.
Red sticks.
Red
sticks.
red. What are these called?
Felts, bro. Felts.
Marshmallows, right?
Marshmallows. Red marshmallows. We went full on red and black, taking another page from the White Stripes.
Oh man, we don't have the red cords here.
No. I left.
Can we get a hand over here?
You want me to go run and get them?
We don't have text
I know
yet,
where they
bro.
are. I know where they are. They're in the room over there.
We messed up.
Ant's gonna run
We
and go
messed
get
up, but
them.
we'll be here for a while, like at least another 10 seconds. So
Yeah.
stay tuned.
So the explanation of the song is actually in the Stillwell booklet. Does anybody have the booklet with them?
Nobody has the booklet, dude.
No.
We're slipping, homie.
Really well
Well,
prepared.
we're on.
But
on
anyway,
We'll enter
so
it
we
in on the screen
we're
right now.
scouting out, looking at what.
Throw it.
Locate,
no. I was
locations.
gonna say
Just
that.
toss it, homie.
Yeah, throw
Toss
that
it.
over.
Just like that. There it is.
We got the old school telephone.
See, we're
guitar
building.
cable.
We're building the set as we go.
That's them Scooby-Doo chords. Brady Bunch.
That's the
Donny
old
Osmond.
school.
He don't play
Old-
guitar, but if he
old
did, that's the
school.
kind of chord he would rock.
After doing a year with Supernatural Miracle with a lot of green screen videos, we knew that we wanted to step out and get back into filming with sets and backgrounds. We went to peerspace.com and we like scoured through all like different pages of different sets, and we found one
Yes.
that was up our alley. It was in Monrovia, California. I'd never been there
Yeah,
before.
which was weird because that's actually where my wife's from. So
Wow.
I was like,
Yeah,
Monrovia.
oh yeah, you
And
told
I got
us.
family up there, so I was like, cool, I'll roll up there and I'll kick it with the fam. Bam.
That's dope. So we ended up
that's
getting
right.
out to Monrovia, and I know when we arrived, I was scared because nobody from the
First
the
off, let me
rental-
just say I was there an hour before these guys because I'm like that.
Yeah, he is. Wuv is up at about 3:30 in the morning every day. He goes to bed at about 2,
Yeah.
and then he gets about an hour,
Upside
45
down.
minutes to an hour of sleep, or he charges like an iPhone. Like they plug him in the back.
Depends
of the
on
neck.
what kind of battery charger's
Right,
on my
right.
back. If it's the
And
big
he
dog,
gets
homie, I'm
up.
quick. If it's the small cheapie from 7-Eleven, it's gonna take about 2 days. Those never work either. Stupid chargers.
We get there, Wuv is already there as usual, and I remember in my mind, I as soon as we got there, I was like in full panic mode, but I didn't want to let them know that I was in full panic mode
But we heard you.
because nobody was
'Cause what'd you
nobody
say,
from
Wuv? What'd you
No,
say?
because
no
no,
way,
because I
nobody
kept-
from the
I kept calling you. I'm like, are you sure this is the spot, homie? 'Cause,
Yeah,
like,
which
it looks like
intensified-
there was actually a beauty salon.
right, and
in
it
the
only
front. I'm like, this doesn't
intensified
look
my
like this, homie.
my anxiety was like sky high because he was like, "Are you sure?" So I'm like panicking, looking around. What was dope about Wuv, my anxiety was like busting at the seams, and Wuv was just like looking around. He goes, "Well, if they don't show up today, then we'll come another time." And they owe us 2 videos. And I was like, "Oh, okay. I guess Wuv is cool with anything that
Yeah,
happens."
because I tell him, dude, I came up from San Diego. The homies came up from down south. It's like,
Yeah.
you wasted our time. You owe us 2 videos now. That's not our bad.
Yeah, it's that easy.
And then it was cool because we took a walk through the town. We the first thing we saw was an all drum store, something I've never seen in my life.
where we got
You know
these.
what happened though?
That's
I
where we
went
got
by
these.
myself down that alley to go get.
Oh, and you saw it.
I was going. They said there's a music store because I was going to get us earplugs because it was
Oh,
about to be
yeah.
loud in there.
Right.
So I walked in this weird alley and I was tripping by myself. I'm like, man. And then I looked around the corner and I'm like, downtown is dope, you guys. But I went to this music store and I was like,
It's an
There-
old
there was-
drum
there was,
store, by
um,
the way.
Yeah.
and what the funny thing is, I came back with a bag of red earplugs. I'm like,
Which was really cool.
even
'cause
better.
To go with the theme, like
Then
the
I
whole
came
red and
back.
black theme.
So that's when we came back and we had a break. Let's go walk downtown because it's really cool.
So we get in. Finally, we get in. We had to go through like some weird door. We go downstairs and we finally see this space. And instantly, I could see Fieldy go from like a smiling face, like he walks in and he looks and he has this look of disappointment. And I'm like, "What's wrong with this guy?" And he goes to me, "Are you saying that I could have built this in my garage?"
I know.
Yeah.
I was like, no, but I was like looking at the situation, making the best of it, laughing like we always do.
Yeah.
But I was like, we drove here for this.
But it was good because it pushed you, it motivated you to
Yeah.
come back home.
All of us actually.
But it had to be you to say, "Look, we're gonna take corners of my house. We're gonna make, sets."
I know.
And
how
that
many-
was
now-
that because of that place.
Now Fieldy's got 50,000 sets at his pad, so if you need a video, hit him up, dude.
If-
Yeah.
Gonna put the
If-
information on the screen right now.
.com. We get up to the, we're shooting the video, and then we started running out of time.
we started running out of time. First it started where the girl said, "We could tag on another hour if you guys want because we have nobody coming in."
That's
So I was
gonna
like,
be about
"Let's."
550.
We was like, "All right, let's tag it in." Right, and then she comes back out to make me nervous, and she goes,
To make me nervous.
like that was her
she came
intention.
out.
Like she knew that I was the guy that
she had
gets
a notebook
nervous.
on. She's
Yeah,
like,
she was
today,
like,
so make
Q
you nervous.
Q gets nervous. Right.
We told her what makes you nervous, by the
So
way.
she comes over to me. She
Money.
goes, "Do you mind if I have some people come through and walk through while you guys are shooting a video?" And
Absolutely freaking not.
I'm like, "What?" Like that's the weirdest request. Like,
Yeah.
can we just like hold off on that, please? Like I'm already nervous. So now here's where the comedy really starts. The cotton room is what
Oh, the
made you
cloud
say.
room.
That's
Yeah.
the room that made you say, "I could have did this." So he sees this cotton room. It's like a cloud room, and they have like all LED lights. And I thought it was really cool, but it was like a hallway. It wasn't
Yeah.
really a room, but the way they did it was really cool. In the picture on the website, it only showed like pink lights or purple lights or something. So we were like, it doesn't fit the color scheme. But she was like messing
Yeah,
around.
with that little. It was like this big. I remember she's in the corner, right? And
Yeah.
She's messing around. She's like, and she goes, I was right there, and she goes, bruh,
Yeah.
this is so dope, bruh. I was like, she talked like that for real.
Yeah. And she
she
found the
fi-
red light.
She found the red lights. I'm like, we got to use that room now.
Now, here's the funny comedy about the video. Wuv always has a funny moment in videos. Last time was with the tape and his eyes. Here's Wuv's funny moment of Can't Stop Now. Can I borrow your phone, Wuv?
What are you talking about? I'm on my
Oh,
phone
yeah,
right
there
now.
you go. There you go. We're at the end of the video. We have only one chance to get us filmed in this room. One take and we got to get out. Which we really didn't have to. We didn't figure it out until we were done. We could have did another take. Anyway, so as we're doing the take, I don't know what Wuv's doing behind me because we're just in character. I'm singing, everybody's bouncing around. Fieldy's doing this Mr. Crab dance. Wuv is jumping all over the place. So when I get the footage and I look at it,
Yeah, and you're going to edit everything,
right?
And I was standing right next to you.
So I'm looking at the footage, and Wuv, with one take that we only have, Wuv is behind us with his iPhone, doing selfies,
I did it all for the selfie. Huh? The
doing
selfie.
selfies as the camera's rolling, and we're trying to get this one take of footage. And he's like, "Yo, check this out, yo."
I couldn't help it. It looked so sick.
Yo, man, I remember looking at them, but it's like, yo, he almost ruined the whole take, man.
Dude, I got to capture the moment on myself, homie. I got to have the footage myself, too. Joking. I didn't mean to do that.
It was.
I didn't know we were only doing one take, for crying out loud. Normally we do like 3 takes. What the heck?
Time was running out.
Oh, it's
that's why we
amazing.
started building our own sets. Now
Yeah.
there's all the takes. That's kind of like a blessing in disguise. Hey,
Yes.
can I get 25 takes?
Right, exactly. But he doesn't really crack the whip on us like that. But he
Last
definitely pays
video.
attention.
We'll talk about that next time. But Andy said, we need to do one more. We're like, we're done. He's like, no, trust me, guys.
Yeah,
I'm like,
you got-
let's do it. And it worked. You know what I'm saying? It was perfect.
Obviously, the video came. I love the video. I love what Ant
Looks
did
good.
with editing and,
Looks
and
awesome.
all the
That's
magic
just
he
behind
did.
the scenes, what people don't hear in real
Yeah.
sets is because we all know each other.
Right,
So
exactly.
we can hear everything that goes on in the room, and the world doesn't get to hear these stories. It's great.
Another special thing to come out of this video, and it was something that most people don't know. When Fieldy and I and Wuv were doing Dirtbag way back in the day, we already had the plan, or we had the idea to do action figures, but back then we just couldn't figure it out, and the few companies that we called, they just weren't really receptive. You know, us being so new to the world as far as Stillwell was concerned, people were like, I don't get it. Fast forward, and we do this video, and
We look at the jackets.
you know, Fieldy comes up with these outfits, and Destroy, who is a member of my former group, The Arsonists, he does a show called Show Off Your Gems, where he deals with a lot of action figure people and toys and collectibles. So we asked him, hey, man, do you know anyone that can help us out? And check this out. He points out this guy named Peter
Crazy.
from England.
That's like the first action kind of, well, not really figure, but
got-
that's a
Peter
massive,
right here.
That's Peter, our
That was our
It's
mascot.
our mascot. That's the
Well,
homie.
now,
mascot.
yeah, he's getting older now because we have
Available on our website, by
we
Yes.
the
have
way.
some different versions of him. Obviously, the Rock the House.
Fieldy comes up with these outfits. I
Yes.
send a photo to Peter over in England. Amazing action figure dude, collectible toy dude, delicious. I think it's I know the name of the company's on the back. But we ended up doing
What? Right
we
there.
ended up doing
blown up.
our figures. There's each band member wearing the outfits from the Can't Stop Now
These
video.
outfits,
These outfits, well, half
custom.
the outfits
Wait.
that we're wearing.
Put the goggles on in there.
Yeah, you got the goggles.
Those are
Those are
Red Baron.
Red
goggles.
Baron
beanie.
goggles, the beanies, the vest,
The pants
everything.
we're not wearing right now.
We're not wearing the pants today, but yes.
And I'm showing the back.
Yeah, of
Oh
course.
yeah, dude. Well, guess what? When you buy this, you get the CD.
Boom!
Mind blown. I know we're the first band, except for maybe Kiss, but we're talking about Kiss here, and I don't even think they do that.
I don't know what Kiss
I
does.
don't care
know
what they do, homie. I care about what we do. Here, put it closer to the camera.
See it right here.
Yeah,
That's our action figure
we're
CD,
action figures, kid.
CD pack.
That's nuts. That is nuts.
It's a very exciting moment for us.
Today's actually the first day that I seen him live in person. I just been seeing him on the phone from the dude in Europe.
It's such a cool thing to be able to pull this
There,
off.
Holmes.
Props to Peter Clark. Props to
right
Destroy
there.
for helping us
Homie.
out.
Look at that. Come
You
on
can
now,
now
homie.
with those are limited. We're not going to
Very
say how
limited.
many but they're very
They're
limited.
Very limited.
And it's really cool. They come with the album and the
My arms go
and,
like
and the
this.
booklet and everything else.
Yeah.
But
Which
that'll be on
hey,
the website.
When you open yours, how are you gonna pose it?
All I know is like that. I showed the homies and they said, "Oh, I look buff. How'd you pose?" I was like that. homie.
Like that, like
My arms a
this.
little straight. It was sick.
Hey, are you gonna open yours, Wuv?
Hell no.
I'm not open-minded.
Why not?
Because they're collectibles,
I'm gonna
son.
wait for somebody else to open it. Then
How many are there?
I'm not
No,
saying
we're not
it.
saying.
They're
homie.
limited.
I'm not saying
Limited,
either.
bro.
We
They're
really
limited.
know, but I know.
But they're very, very limited, like extremely limited.
I think they're gonna go quick. 'Cause
I
know-
hope they do.
I know someone that wants them all already.
I know. Me too.
Right now,
First
like
and last name.
the first day they
First
go
name
on
is
sale.
mom. Last name is dad.
Yo, what FaceTime me? And he was like already like,
Oh, my
I
sister.
told him how many we made. He was like, Psh, that's my whole family right there. They're gonna buy every one of them.
What about our meager families? They want one too.
This
we're
podcast.
about to rock the house.
I want to thank you
That's
once
it.
again for checking
Laters.
in. Q, Fieldy,
What
well,
the hell, homie?
That's enough, man. It's hot.
Stillwell.
It's hot.
Check out the video. Can't Stop Now.
Don't be slipping on this, because I'm telling you
Make sure you order that. Go to the website, man. Thank you. Peace.
Laters.